need to understand, if you really go back to the history of this country, it is not a good one. It is not a good one.
There is madness and horror beyond telling, beyond belief.
I've seen some of the most terrible things today that I've ever seen.
Was pain, it was caused, and some people are still living with it. And we, who have never faced that pain, we try our level best to make sure that we don't even wish to hear it's coming back, because we don't want to experience it. We learned from the history. We don't wish it to repeat itself. But if you do not take the step forward to do something, you will never.
I had been irritated by many of the misconceptions that many people around the world still have about Rwanda. And, you know, if I create something that connects with people on a more emotional level, they might slowly start to think that good things and interesting things come out of Rwanda.
What I find very inspiring about Rwanda is when you meet the young people, the entrepreneurs. A lot of their motivation is actually on them taking action on building up their country. You don't find it everywhere in the world, but in Rwanda it's deeply inspiring.
I like the fact that Rwanda is embracing change. It is moving from traditional to something more modern. People come up with ideas that are just overwhelming. You're like, wow, I never thought this would ever happen.
I get excited when I see someone else doing something. You want to do something yourself.
Personally, I'm successful today because I had a wish, I had a dream. I want to employ myself. So I had to take the risk.
They was saying that carpentry is but they were wrong.
It's an opportunity to control your own destiny, in my opinion. Thinking of setting the foundation for the next generation.
You need to wake up and say, I'm gonna do this. And when you say I'm gonna do it, you really have to do it like you have to do it with passion.
They want to be job creators instead of job seekers.
I'm not that vocal. Feel that I show people my personality through what I wear.
They're attracting so many people. So maybe if I'm doing chalk, someone else will come and do, let me see, the hair. You know, pieces they attach on the women's heads. This is mine, by the way.
In Rwanda, I love how the Rwanda is developing today by using the force of Rwandese.
Everyone thinks about the genocide, you know? And I think in one phrase, what I wanted to do was to change what you see when you Google Rwanda.
Yes, it is one of those things that have to be remembered. And even if the world knows about it, as one of the snapshots is one aspect of our suffering. But right now in a snapshot is hope and the push to rebuild.
Because look at 20 years where we have reached. People who saw Rwanda like coming out after the genocide, so many people could not wear shoes. Children were going to school without shoes. But today, we are putting on shoes. So imagine other 20 years, where are we going to be? We'll be flying, you know?
Every single citizen is taken care of, and every single citizen has a hope for the future. Anywhere on the planet, if you have hope, anything is possible.
This is the time we ourselves, we are building our nation.
If you walk around Kigali, when you see buildings going up, it's not the buildings that are going up, it's people.
It's going to continue to grow, finding, I guess, our place in the world and finding what will continue to make us stand out.
You would say, wow, that's a very big vision, you're never gonna get there. But if you see where we've been, where we are, and where we're heading at, yeah, I have very big hopes we're gonna get there.
We're working to build this future, and I think the possibilities are endless.
Right? You don't build a community for yourself. You build a community for you and whoever comes after you and whoever's around you.
We are setting example and we are showing the world that we can do it, and when you come in, you are most welcome.